Since urban growth in Lima has by and large been unplanned and uncoordinated, there have been pronounced shortages of adequate and affordable housing with basic water and sanitation provision. The abandonment of the popular sector and continued urban growth has facilitated the expansion of informal settlements in peripheral areas of high risk, in lands of low economic value that have been neglected by public and private investors. Such has been the case of the inhabitants of José Carlos Mariategui. Most of the affected families consist mainly of young couples with an average of 4 children. They work in low-income informal service sectors, thus they are commonly characterized as socioeconomically vulnerable. Risks for the communities also include rocky and sloping terrain, lack of roads, lack of retaining walls, and precarious housing structures.
Siempre era un poquito riesgo porque a veces con la lluvia se suavizaba la tierra y siempre rodaba piedras. Por esa vez la gente que parte arriba tienen un poquito miedo que las piedras de arriba pueden bajar.
The problematics associated with risk act as a constraint to the development of the area. This has consequently resulted in a lack of access to basic services needed to live adequately.
Se sufre por el agua. El agua hay que hacer mucho esfuerzo para llevar a las partes altas. 2008 es que vienen los programas del Estado y que había un programa que era Agua para Todos. Y es donde una parte de nuestra agrupación pudo acceder a ese beneficio, ¿no? Es que ahora tenemos de los 100 y tantos lotes que somos, solamente tenemos 34 lotes. Tenemos los servicios de agua y desagüe. Pero gracias a eso al menos ahora podemos darnos la mano entre todos los vecinos. Al que no tiene se le apoya, en otros casos hay muchos vecinos que se han agrupado, han sacado un pilón. Y así tratar de sobrevivir porque todos necesitamos.
The communities aim to reshape the way their occupations perceived by the institutions and in turn promote the idea that the settlements are able to mitigate and prevent risk, therefore able to protect and enhance their unique urban environment. Mapping with the communities has been used to provide a means through which the community can channel their arguments and to be better able to articulate their perceptions, practices, and plans. At the same time, it is expected to be an opportunity to open dialogue with relevant institutions to undertake and strengthen their efforts to protect and improve this area. From the mapping, it has been discovered that there are processes and particular entities promoting the continued expansion of communities to high-risk area. This promotes the increase of people exposed to greater risk without access to water and sanitation. These processes have created an informal land market which not only increases the price of land but also the cost of improving living conditions, because as expansion increases, so do the costs and risk of urbanization. To cover these costs, various strategies have been adopted. For example, membership fees are charged to newcomers to pay for communal projects. This instills a culture of payments to fund concurrent community developments. Simultaneously, there is a growing threat of invasion from those seeking to benefit from the growing value of land. This has forced communities to adopt detrimental practices, like in the case of the lomas.
Están aplanando ya para hacer casas. Porque al ver vacío, a veces ven.
Ya agarran nomás, agarran y ya no piden nada.
In turn, popular practices exist that can truly promote sustainable development. The care of water, green areas, and improved sanitation practices have managed to raise the quality of living of the inhabitants and their urban environment. Therefore, it is concluded that there are practices at the individual and community level that, if supported and promoted by institutional entities, can result in the halt of damaging expansion through consolidation. The goal is to achieve consolidation to finally obtain water justice.